Hello and welcome back to A to Z Subculture, where we're going to add another title to our franchise favorites. We're keeping within the dinosaur theme, more specifically the Jurassic Park theme, and we're going to be playing what most people refer to as JPOG or Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. This game here, I think it came out early 2000s, between 2000 and 2010. Compared to 2018 today, that's kind of old. So the graphics aren't 100% great, but they are better because I have a mod pack, a Jurassic World mod pack on it, and that's why it looks a little different right now than the original JPOG. But it ups the HD graphics considerably. Some of the animation for like the grass and other things are better, and there are additional dinosaur models in the game with this mod, which is fantastic because the original game was a bit limited. It was fun, but I like having different dinosaurs and having more to it. So we're gonna go ahead and play this. As the next step to our franchise favorites as we get closer to the release date of Jurassic Park, or was it Jurassic World Evolution, which is a tycoon style game park builder similar to this game, but coming out, comes out June 10th, 12th, 2018. So I'm looking forward to that game because I absolutely love Jurassic Park, and I will definitely get my hands on that so that we can play more dinosaur games and build our own park. Sounds fun. Let's get started. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which the movie for that is also coming out late June. Work for. Let's see. I don't usually like much mountains, so let's do that. We're gonna increase the shape so it's a little bigger, like that. It's still kind of island shaped, but not as square. And we'll go with full trees because really you build something over the trees and then the trees disappear then, and you can get rid of trees. It's not that big a deal. Let's go ahead and start. That's kind of cool, the Indominus Rex enclosure, but like as if it would be when it was finished. Obviously, in Jurassic World, it wasn't finished, so there weren't people around it because it wasn't viewable by the public yet. Let's see. Why don't we go over here? You can see the mini map on the bottom left there. Ooh, the game's a bit loud. Let's turn that down in my head a little bit here on my headset. Okay, so we got a river that runs through here, and another little river area here, and another river. So rivers are pretty good for enclosures because it provides water without being a huge body of water in an enclosure. The only problem with it is building paths around it is kind of a pain because you just have to build a path right through it. There's no bridges or anything. So why don't we do it down here? Yeah, I think this will work. So we're going to build a... No. Here. Build the entrance down here. Right there. That looks good. No amenities. I usually like to get a little path going right off the start and then building stuff off of that so that when people enter the park, it's not just nothing. Let's see. We'll build there. And... oh, that's a map. Okay. And a bathroom. That way it extends our path for us. Oop, that was weird. And then we're going to build an enclosure over here. I usually like my first one to be fairly big because, well, it depends, like what dinosaurs you have. I like to build a really big enclosure for the, oh, that's less effective. Okay. For the herbivores, so I can just fit a bunch in a single area. Like that, so that I can fit a bunch of herbivores in the same area. And then eventually we'll put like a balloon thing in here or over it or the car trip thing, depending on how many dinosaurs we have in an area. It also depends on what dinosaurs we get, because that's not always the same. Okay, welcome to your park. We want to select this. I automatically get a location as part of the mod pack. You can kind of select different places. Let's take a look. Velociraptor, Deinonychus, Sigisaurus, Gallimimus, Microceratus, Stygimoloch, and Indoraptor. Ooh, some cool ones. But not great for the start of our Brachiosaurus and Carnotaurus. Okay, those are cool. What's in this area? So they have Concavinator. I don't know what that is. Parasaurolophus and Pachyrhinosaurus. Okay, that's cool. Triceratops, Stegoceratops, Edmontosaurus, and Pachycephalosaurus. Those are pretty good. And then what do we got here? Corythosaurus, T-Rex, Styracosaurus, Sinoceratops, Ankylosaurus, Euoplocephalus, Allosaurus, and Pachycephalosaurus. Okay. Ugh. Some of these are expensive to put in. I don't want anything big yet, not like a Tyrannosaurus, because they can break through the fences that I have. I got weak fences right now. What's the location we do have? Stegosaurus, Ceratosaurus, Metracanthosaurus, and Lesothosaurus. Oh, that's hard to say. This one's a cool one. Rarasaurus, Mamenchisaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Apatosaurus. Last time I played this, because I played a little bit on my own, it was a bit confusing because while the second location has a lot of stuff in it, or a lot of possibilities, you can't access all of them right away. Like, I rarely got some of, like, Brachiosaurus and Apatosaurus. I don't even know if I got any of. Oh, I thought I bought a team. I can't buy a team until I open a park. Okay. Set up. Teams are waiting. Okay. They're waiting on stuff. This is a good one to get right off the bat, so that once I research different immunizations for diseases, all new hatchlings just automatically have them, which is good. Okay. Let's face it this way. Put it in the corner so it's out of the way. What do we got? Okay, so we have Ceratosaurus and Lesothosaurus. These things are tiny. $8 months versus 7 months. This is considerably cheaper than this. 2,000. Yeah, I say we introduce a couple of these guys. Although this is a huge pen for them, which isn't going to be great for our viewing. We'll put that there so that people can hopefully see them. Do that. What else do we got? Okay. Dino chow feeding areas. That's funny, because I don't have a dome yet. I haven't researched it. Bathroom, that. Okay, that's good. I should put in a trash bin. Like that. I don't want to spend too much money on this, because that's a silly amount of money to spend on. There we go. Okay, so I'll have 4 dinosaurs, which means I can open the park. I'm going to open it for slightly less. Gives people more incentive to come to the park. One of my playthroughs, I had a lot of trouble with people complaining about it being too expensive. So I had to make like this a little more expensive, the entrance fee, and then everything else, like every little thing to do was considerably cheaper. Like things were like $5 or $15 at most, which to me seems insane because what the heck? I mean, look at it. There's dinosaurs. I don't need to buy anything, so let's go back here because I want to see if I can buy a team for... Yeah, that's pretty cheap. Let's do that. Okay, looks like we're doing good. Now it's just a waiting game. Oh, sweet, we got Apatosaurus remains. So we'll extract that. Once you have 50% of any dinosaur's DNA, then you can breed it and actually bring it out into your park. But before that, it's just a percentage number. You can't do anything yet with it. And anything above 50 then extends its life expectancy, I believe. I believe that's the case. All right, what do we got? We got 4 Lesothosaurus. Not doing too bad. I left a little space here so that it's a little more roomy if we need it to be. I can even extend this fence this way a little bit. But I don't want to extend too much. Because you can't even see these guys. They're so small. There's our helicopter. Bringing in our first guest, it looked like. Apatosaurus genome is now at 18%, so we'll need more before we can do anything. That would be a cool one to get, Apatosaurus, right away. That's a big dinosaur that would fit in this pen just nicely. Maybe extend it out a little bit, but not too bad.